Hello viewers, today we will be solving the IB Math A AGL November 2024 paper 1 question number 9. You will be getting the other solved questions from this paper and from the other papers in form of playlist on my channel NS Online Math Tutoring classes. You will also be getting playlists where the solved past paper questions will be available based on their topics. I am Nilanjana Sanyal. I am an online IB Math A AGL level tutor. My phone number and my website address are displayed at the bottom of the screen. So without any further delay, let us start to solve this question number 9. The maximum mark is 9. The part A is saying prove that tan theta minus pi over 4 is equivalent to sine 2 theta minus 1 over cos 2 theta, where theta is not equal to 2n plus 1, that is any odd multiple of pi over 4. And n is an integer, it is containing 6 marks. Okay, so most of the students will be taking the left hand side and the right hand side expressions separately. They will be taking the left hand side expression and they will be coming to another simplified trigonometrical expression, and they will be taking the right hand side and they will be coming to that same trigonometrical expression. So they will be saying that this left hand side is equal to maybe C expression and the right hand side is also equal to the C expression. So therefore, the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. That will be the approach taken by most of the students, and that is definitely correct. You will be getting full 6 marks. Okay. I will be showing this method, the one that I am saying just now. I'll be showing this method because if there is any student who will be getting stuck with this method, for that student, I will definitely be showing this method. But before that, what is the usual practice? We start with either the left hand side and arrive at the right hand side, or we start with the right hand side and arrive at the left hand side's expression. So, I will be showing you this method, the more common method. And for that, I will be starting with the right hand side, because the left hand side is having theta and the right hand side is having 2 theta. So we have the double angle identity. So I can easily convert the 2 theta to theta. So therefore, I will be starting with the right hand side. Okay. So, part A, method 1. And it is sine 2 theta minus 1 over cos 2 theta. This is equal to sine 2 theta is 2 sine theta cos theta. You may consult your formula booklet. Minus 1 and cos 2 theta. You can either take the 2 cos square theta minus 1 or 1 minus cos square theta, 1 minus 2 sine square theta, any of those two. Or you can take the cos square theta minus sine square theta. That is also equally true, equally correct and equally relevant for this case. Okay, let me take cos square theta minus sine square theta. Okay, and now I have to come to tan theta. How? I am seeing the first term of the numerator. If I want a tan theta over here, then I have to divide this term by cos square theta. Only then can I have the tan theta. So let me divide both the numerator and the denominator by tan theta. Okay, I have come to this decision just by looking at this first term of the numerator. I do not know what will happen to the other terms of the numerator and the denominator. Right now, I am focusing on the first term of the numerator. And I'm seeing that if I divide this first term by cos square theta, I'll be getting tan theta. Okay, so I can write this as 2 and tan theta minus 1 over cos square theta over cos square theta is 1 minus sine square theta over cos square theta is tan square theta. Okay. So, and 1 over cos square theta is what? Sec square theta. So, 2 tan theta minus sec square theta over 1 minus tan square theta. Okay, let me keep it this way. And I have to get tan theta. So I'll be using the identity sec square theta equal to 1 plus tan square theta. Okay. So 2 tan theta, and there is this minus sign in front. So it will be minus 1 and minus tan square theta. Over 1 minus tan square theta. And this is equal to, okay, let me take the minus sign outside. Then it will be a whole square. So tan square theta minus 2 tan theta plus 1 over 1 minus tan square theta. So this is equal to negative and tan theta minus 1 whole square. And this will be 1 plus tan theta and 1 minus tan theta. But I'm having tan theta minus 1. So let me write 1 minus tan theta. I'm writing it as negative of tan theta minus 1 because I want to cancel this tan theta minus 1 of the numerator with the tan theta minus 1 of the denominator. So therefore, these two will be getting cancelled and you can cancel these two minus signs as well. So this is equal to tan theta minus 1 over, to maintain the symmetry, or I can write it as it is, 1 plus tan theta. Okay. So this is equal to tan theta, and what is 1? 1 can be written as tan pi by 4. Tan pi by 4 is 1. And 1 plus tan theta times, tan theta can be written as tan theta times 1. So tan theta times tan pi by 4. Okay. Which is equal to tan theta minus pi by 4. Proved. Okay. So this is method number 1. Now I come to method number 2. The left hand side is tan theta minus pi over 4. So left hand side equal to tan theta minus pi over 4 equal to tan theta minus tan pi over 4 over 1 plus tan theta tan pi over 4. Okay. Equal to tan theta minus 1 over 1 plus tan theta. And because the right hand side is having sine and cos, so I have to convert this to sine and cos. So this is sine theta over cos theta minus 1 over 1 plus sine theta over cos theta. Okay. So this is equal to cos theta and sine theta minus cos theta divided by cos theta plus sine theta over cos theta. So this can be written as sine theta minus cos theta over cos theta, and this is getting divided by, so instead of division I am writing my multiplication. So it will be cos theta over, and just to maintain the symmetry, it is sin theta minus cos theta. I am writing sin theta plus cos theta. You can write cos theta plus sin theta also. Okay, and these two will be getting cancelled, so you will be having sin theta minus cos theta over sin theta plus cos theta. Okay, so this is the expression C that I was seeing before. And now I will be coming to the right hand side. Right hand side is sin 2 theta minus 1 over cos 2 theta. Sin 2 theta minus 1 over cos 2 theta. Okay, equal to 2 sin theta cos theta minus 1 over, okay, let me write cos square theta minus sin square theta. Okay, and fine. I can write this one as 2 sin theta cos theta minus cos square theta plus sin square theta, because sin square theta plus cos square theta or cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. So I can write this, the numerator, in this format. Okay. So cos square theta minus sin square theta. So this is equal to, again I'll be taking the negative sign outside because otherwise I cannot write it in the form of a whole square. So it will be cos theta minus 2 sin theta cos theta plus sin theta, sin square theta, cos square theta rather, cos square theta minus 2 sin theta cos theta plus sin square theta, and this will be a square minus b square, so it will be cos theta plus sin theta, and cos theta minus sin theta. Okay, so I can write, I am having a minus sign outside. Okay, so let me write this as minus, because I have to remove this minus sign. That is why I could have written this as cos theta minus sin theta. But in that case, the minus sign would have stayed. So, and cos theta minus sin theta, and over here I am having sin theta minus cos theta. So therefore, I'll be writing this as minus sin theta minus cos theta whole square over minus this I am writing as sin theta plus cos theta, and this as sin theta minus cos theta minus cos theta. These two will be getting cancelled and these two will be getting cancelled. So this is equal to sin theta minus cos theta over sin theta plus cos theta. So you have come to the same expression C. So therefore, left hand side is equivalent to the right hand side. Proved. Okay. So this is the more common way of proving, which most of the students will be applying. And now we come to subpart B. Hence or otherwise solve cos x minus 1 over sin x. Now you see, this is cos 2 theta minus 1 over, sin 2 theta minus 1 over cos 2 theta, and this is sin x minus 1 over cos x. So in place of 2 theta, if we can take x, with 2 theta is equal to x, we are having the same expression. So this will be theta will be x over 2. So sin x minus 1 over cos x will be equal to tan x over 2 minus pi over 4. Okay, which will be equal to root 3, and we have to solve this for x greater than or equal to 0 but less than or equal to 2 pi. It is containing 3 marks. So this is the subpart B's question. I have written this expression down, and this was the expression, the identity that we had proved in subpart A. Okay, so from subpart A, sin x minus 1 over cos x is equivalent to tan x over 2 minus pi over 4, okay, is equal to root 3. So this is the equation that we will be solving. And now the domain is given. So we have to modify the domain. It is between 0 and 2 pi. So first of all, I am converting this x to x over 2. So it is getting divided by 2. So 0 divided by 2 is 0 and 2 pi divided by 2 is pi. And then I'll be subtracting pi over 4. So x over 2 minus pi over 4. 0 minus pi over 4 is negative pi over 4. And pi minus pi over 4 is 3 pi over 4. Okay. So the domain of this angle x over 2 minus pi over 4 will be between negative pi over 4 to positive 3 pi over 4. So therefore it is covering a part of the fourth quadrant, and it is covering the first quadrant totally and a part of the second quadrant, and tan is positive in the first quadrant and in the third quadrant. It is not including the third quadrant, so we have to take the angle from the first quadrant. Okay, so therefore tan x over, I'm writing the same statement once more, implies tan x over 2 minus pi over 4 equal to tan pi over 3. Tan pi over 3 is root 3. Okay. So therefore x over 2 minus pi over 4 is equal to pi over 3, implies x over 2 equal to pi over 3 plus pi over 4, which is equal to 7 pi over 12. Okay. So therefore x is equal to, I'm multiplying both sides with 2. It is 7 pi over 12 times 2, which is x equal to 7 pi over 6. Okay. So this will be the value of x. So we have completed answering this question. Thank you for staying with me till the end. Please like and share this video in case you like my explanation, and please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It will be really helping me a lot. We meet again very soon when we will be solving the question number 10 of the same paper. Till then, bye.